Hello, everybody. It is me, Pacific. I wanted to do a continuation of my thoughts on the whole lesbian movement in the United States. I have noticed in the last 40 years that women in America, now, generally speaking, mankind is pretty inverted. We all tend to be self-centered. But women in most recent years have really taken this to new levels. Women have become very narcissistic. They read magazines about how to look beautiful, how to look sexy, how to buy clothes. Everything revolves around them and their little world. Yes, guys get caught up in their pickups and their jet skis and their hunting rifles and all that. We know that. But I will tell you, I have found a lot of women to be very, very self-centered, very, very self-absorbed, so much so that they can't even say thank you when you hold the door open for them, thank you to the bus driver who gave them a safe ride, that all they see is the end of their own nose. Pretty sad. Lesbianism makes sense when you believe in hardcore feminism. Feminism is not friendly to American males. It just isn't. You look at people like Hillary Clinton, you look at people that are in positions of power as women that are militant feminists. Not only are they not attractive to look at on the outside, but inside they're beastly as all get out. Yes, I have made a very bold statement about a political figure. Feminism has contributed no good whatsoever in regards to us males. Now, I was accused of being misogynistic and chauvinistic by some, and yet I had a plethora of men and women globally telling me what you say is true, Pacific. Feminism is garbage. It's ruining women. It's enslaving women to believe that men are no good and that they're the master of their destiny and they're self-sufficient. I have a word for all you ladies that want to hold tightly to feminism. The streets you drive on, the traffic lights you stop at, the SUV you purchase, the $5 coffee you purchase, the buildings that you go into every day to do business, to do work, to pay bills, the banking institutions, the makeup you wear, the clothing you bought. I'm going to tell you a very sobering reality. Most of that infrastructure was put in place not by females, but by the men you're taught to hate. The tires on your car, they weren't made by women. The dashboard, the steel that was pressed out, that was not made by women, generally speaking. So if you want to be independent of us, quit using the roads that we laid down and the infrastructure and the office towers and the traffic lights and the malls and the truck drivers that bring the stuff to the malls and the restaurants that were started. Starbucks was started by a man. I would suggest to you, you go live on a little island all by yourselves and figure out your own infrastructure and your own thing, and then you can kiss and make love to each other and consider it utopia. No sarcasm intended, ha ha ha. I'm sick of it. I am dating a woman that I love dearly. She has liberal leanings, but you know what? She is not a rabid feminist. I have seen what feminism has done to women. Women have become bitches. Women have become hostile, and they're proud of it. There's nothing good about that. That's just more deteriorating American culture. Women are cutting people off in traffic, speeding up so that nobody can get in on an on-ramp. Women are aggressive. They've become monsters. Feminism has far outlived its usefulness. Women have the right to vote. Women have the right to work jobs. I don't see what the problem is. If they're chauvinistic males, move around them and move on with your life. There's also a lot of chauvinistic females, and they package it under feminism, and they use terms like misogynistic to brand and label us men, but you don't dare call them on the carpet for anything, which goes back to my other video, do women ever admit they're wrong? And the answer is pretty much no. Feminism has taught women to make goddesses out of themselves while demonizing males. I have no respect for that kind of a philosophy. Then you couple that with Freudian psychology, which is rammed and shoved in colleges, as well as socialism and evolution, and guess what? You have a host of women thinking it's okay to all turn in on each other and become lesbian and hate us men even more. Sounds like the recipe for a great family-oriented community society based on morals and care and compassion, doesn't it? Don't think so. Women are very self-centered in American culture. It starts very young. I drive junior high routes, and most women cannot say hello, please, thank you, and when you've got to confront them when they are screwing up on the bus, they get nasty and give you an attitude. Where does all that come from? Comes from bad parenting, comes from a media culture that encourages rebellion. You know, Diane Sawyer, Katie Kirk, and all those people, they are not morally upright, good people that anybody should follow. And I am attacking them. Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. These people put us males down. The only males that they approve of are ones that get behind their cause and are wimpy, spineless men that they are allowed to trample all over. Sad. I've done enough experimenting with myself. I find that a lot of women want a man to lead, but because men haven't, I've seen something currently in my life where I've stood up and said, no, I'm not going to accept this. This is what you need to do. Most American women would run under my style of management because I'm a no BS kind of a guy. Discipline your kids, get control of yourself, quit being a jerk, and get rid of this feministic attitude. If American women don't want men, then quit dating us. Quit looking for Mr. Perfect when you're anything but Mrs. Perfect. But back to lesbian behavior. Women have been taught and groomed to be quite self-centered. Shopping malls cater to women. We've got stores that sell so much useless crap that women have been hoodwinked into thinking are needs. All this makeup, all this cosmetics. No offense. The gal I date doesn't wear any of it, and she looks absolutely hot to me. I go over to Asia, and a lot of women over there don't even put it on because they don't need it. Maybe white women just need to check themselves. They're the ones getting all the Botox and all the makeup and all the Bondo, and you go to kiss them and there's so much chalky foundation on their face. It's like, oh, that smells. You know what? I think American women need to stop being so self-centered and narcissistic and wasting so much of their hard-earned money and spending 2 hours in front of a bathroom mirror all day. If you keep staring at yourself and your breasts and going like this all day, it only stands to reason that you'll find another woman attractive, and hey, who needs a man? Only one problem with that. It took a male semen to get you here, honey. Don't forget that. And whether you like it or not, you exist because a man somewhere along the line made a deposit in a woman and you're here. This man-hating, this competing against males, this class warfare of the sexes has got to stop. Women have value and men have value, but women aren't men and men aren't women. That's why we typically are attracted to each other. I'm so sick of seeing a plethora of articles and videos out there where women say, well, I don't date dudes. And they're not only anti-male, but they're very aggressively grooming other females to be just like them. What's amazing is that that is not even dealt with in our society. If a man pushes a girl to have sex, that's considered absolutely horrific. Yet women do this a lot. They groom some young, naive woman. They do this, and that's okay. No, it isn't. Let me say again, it's okay to have desires. We all have them. But must we act on them all the time? Probably not. But feminism is not going to go away anytime soon. And now we've opened the floodgates of sensual desires that is really sweeping our whole culture. We've gotten to the point now where we've lost community. You go to a job, you're treated like crap by your employer or other employees. You get in your car, and every American out there is pretty rude behind the wheel. And what have we got to look forward to? Go buy your groceries at Walmart because you got to save money. Go home, and most people crash in front of the TV, the internet, and drown themselves in some waste of time addiction, i.e. video games, the masturbatory Olympics, booze, lotto tickets, you name it. Great culture, huh? One of the reasons I attack American culture so much is we are found wanting. This great land that used to be great is no longer great. We're drowning literally upon ourselves. So yes, I think most American women are self-centered, narcissistic, me first, shop till you drop, obsessed with their looks, and then they blame all that on us men. Typical feminist response. Somewhere along the line, American women are going to have to take personal responsibility and start admitting that they're self-centered and admit that they don't want to be kind to other people because it's a power trip for them and they want to be rude and snub males. I find it interesting that you women still get on our buses, you still shop in the malls that we build, and you still drive on the roads we build, and you think nothing of it. If males are so evil, why are you using our system and taking advantage of it? Go build your own infrastructure and get out of here. Yes, you heard me. Go build your own infrastructure and go live on your little island, and we'll stay out and you stay out of ours. Fair enough? I'm attracted to women that still want a man. I'm attracted to women that admit they're wrong. I'm attracted to women that don't compete against us males but realize there are differences, good differences between male and female, that it's not about chauvinism, that if a man and a woman are really well adjusted, that the man respects the woman and the woman respects the man and they allow each other to be each other. I have a great girlfriend. She accepts me, my dark side, my faults and all, and I her. Good combo. I don't dominate her. She doesn't dominate me. That's not what it's all about. I've spoken enough on this issue. The only thing I can tell you, self-centered thinking is going to result in more unproductive behavior and addictions and enslavements that are not healthy for a society. The whole lesbian issue and the whole gay issue, they want to believe they're the enlightened ones, they're the open-minded ones, but that is a lie. They're open-minded about their lifestyle, but they're not open-minded when somebody comes in and says, sorry, we believe that that's wrong. Tolerant? Gay people are not tolerant, not in the least. I find that that is a lie of smoke and mirrors of the worst proportions. Am I being rude? Am I being homophobic? Hardly. I've participated in a plethora of sexual follies. They were fun, but they still left a feeling of guilt, they still left an emptiness, and they enslave you. Something people don't want to talk about, but that's a real dynamic. This is Pacific signing off. Bye-bye.